Good day, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Now, let's take a look at our Euro USD, GBP USD, and USDJPY. So, before you go, do not forget to subscribe. Click on that subscribe button, like and share. Also, notice that our analysis for the week was actually correct. We predicted that this week we would actually have a bullish move on our Euro USD. The reason is that I told you that our DXY USD index is still on a bearish move. If you take a look at other channel, they were all predicting that DXY is on a bullish move. You see, or where other channel were predicting that DXY will actually go bullish for the week, right? You will see that they actually predicted that DXY will go bullish for the week. That means Euro USD or any other peers to our USD will definitely give us a bearish move. But I think I'm the only channel that actually predicted that this DXY or USD index is still on a bearish move. And I also predicted, you can go back to worksheets, that we predicted that our DXY will definitely break this level, right? If you take a look at this USD index, we predicted that this DXY will actually break this level, and guess what? It actually did so. So this is one of the reasons why we actually had a bullish move on our Euro USD, GBP USD, and any other pairs relating to our USD. Now we would want to see analysis for this week. We want to know where this price will be moving for this week. That is why I say you should actually click on that subscribe button, like, share, and also stick to the end. I want to try and explain it. I'll say it again, stick to the end so you understand this movement properly. So now let's start with this our Euro USD. To be able to understand this movement itself, right? We will start from the higher time frame. So the higher time frame, we will start it from the monthly time frame. So we would understand this movement on this Euro USD. Now take a look at this USD from the monthly time frame. If you take a look at this movement, you can see that this is on a bearish move, right? That is to tell that our euro to USD has actually been dropping. And one of the reasons is that I have highlighted this level here, which is will I say trend downward resistance level, and we will take this down as the support level, right? Bearish is it downward resistance, or downward support, anyhow you want to call it, anyhow you see it, you just take this top as a resistance and support, right, for the trend for this euro USD. So if you take a look at this movement, right, you will see that this euro USD is actually on a bearish move. You can see this movement one. You can take a look at this correction, right? You can see another impulse move downward. Here comes the correction, right? Another impulse move. Here comes the correction on euro USD. Here is another impulse move, right? Of course, after the impulse move, we all expect a correction, and this is one of the reasons why we're having this correction. Is this correction over? Well, definitely not. It is still not over, though it might be over anytime soon, whereby we will have a little bit of a drop and maybe continue going bullish, because I believe our Euro USD is now on a bullish move. If you take a look at the news that has been released recently, this is one of the reasons why we are having a drop on this our USD, except maybe interest rate is being increased, maybe then we would start having a bullish move on our USD. That is, once we start having bullish move on USD, then our euro to USD will continue to drop. As if not, we would continue to see this rise on our euro to USD. So that is it though. So full trend, by the way, on this monthly time frame, this is a bearish move. We can see that this price is lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. And if you take a look at this monthly time frame, this is kind of like a correction. And this correction, which is bullish, is it over? Definitely not. We would still want to have some bullish move to be made, at least to be able to take out this level, which means we still have at least 200 pips to be made. I believe it will actually have more than 200 pips. Possibly, we should wait to see that movement that will take out this ice, which I strongly believe Euro USD should be able to take out this ice. Though that is it, though, we'll see how it plays out by the way. So full trend on Euro USD, bearish move. Secondly, is I've included this moving average. We all know the rules of trading this moving average is that once the price is below the 10-period moving average, then it is a bearish move. We have to short it, right? But if the price is above the moving average, then we have to go long. It is a buy, right? So clearly you can see this price is below the 10-period moving average, and we are on a bearish move. So monthly time frame on Euro USD, we are on a bearish move, but currently we are seeing a pullback, which that pullback is on a bullish move. And is a bullish move on this pullback over? Definitely not. We will still see, for a couple of weeks, for some weeks now, or weeks to come, for some weeks to come now, we will continue to have that bullish move on Euro USD, which will be serving as a pullback. Now that should take us to the weekly time frame. So if you notice that I predicted this move, where I said this is that higher highs, right? higher lows. We saw this new highs which broke this previous highs, right? I also predicted that we would see a pullback, right? And guess what? We would now have a new highs, right? That we actually break this highs. You can go back to watch the channel. We predicted that this Euro USD will actually break this highs, and guess what? We've actually have this movement on this our Euro USD. So after this Euro USD, what do you guys expect? Of course, a pullback should be made. After the pullback has been made, we would be expecting another bullish move. So Euro USD, we've had a good amount of bullish move which has gone bullish, right? I want you guys to also expect a pullback, right? So maybe once the pullback has occurred, then you will continue our bullish move. Then you can enter this, bullish move from Euro USD. I believe a pullback should occur, anytime soon from here. The reason is that if you trade Forex for some time, you will know that if price has reacted to a level previously and price gets to that same level again, it will definitely react. So we saw that price reacted here. Once price dropped, it pushes up. It dropped again to this same level, right? It push up a little bit, broke below it, right? The price kind of give us a pullback, tested this level. If you notice that price is now at this level, right, on the weekly time frame, so notice that now on this level we should be expecting a pullback. After a pullback has been made, then another bullish move will be made on Euro USD. So if price can react to like 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and we are currently at this level, then have it in mind that a pullback will occur, which will be kind of red. So maybe if you want to go long, wait for the pullback to occur. Do not just enter to go long, because once you go long, you would be taken out of this trade. So for sure, once you enter to go buy, you will actually be taken, your stop loss will be hit, you will be taken out. So watch out, a pullback will occur on Euro USD. Once the pullback has occurred, then it is now time for you to go long. So that is it. And secondly, we see this moving average. Like I said, once the price is below the 10-period moving average, you have to short it, right? We can see that for some times it has been below the 10-period moving average, right? Price will be going bearish on Euro USD. Now we can see that this price has now broken our moving average, which is now above our 10-period moving average. So clearly you can see one movement is to be made, which is to actually go bullish. We have to go long on Euro USD. So 10-period moving average has been broken. Price is very far away from our moving average. So expect a bullish move to continue. We would continue to go bullish. So let's see this movement like this. Impulse move, correction. Here comes the impulse move, and we would consider here as a correction, right? A new impulse move has been made which broke this ice, right? Since we've had this, gotten this huge massive movement, right, which is long, expect a correction anytime soon. So do not be surprised if you have a correction at this level, because price has reacted here, reacted here, reacted here. So we should expect price to react here by giving us a pullback. Maybe once the pullback has occurred, then guys, you can now enter to go long on Euro USD. So Euro USD still on a bullish move, but watch out for a pullback which will happen, anytime soon. So that should take us to the daily time frame, guys. So now let's see what this daily time frame actually says. So I mean, take a look at this massive movement, like I once predicted. See it, impulse move on daily time frame, correction, right? A new higher highs or impulse move that broke its previous highs, correction, right? A new higher highs. So guys, watch out for a correction. Correction should occur anytime soon, so it will not be taken out soon. Maybe if this correction can occur and take out this level, right? I believe possibly so. Then we will continue to go bullish. It is not a must for this correction to actually drop further down. It's not a must. Just a little bit of a correction which will drop, then a continuous, bullish move would be made. So maybe for the week, let's try and see that once the correction has been made, we should continue to go bullish. That our price will be able to take out this level, which is a level of 1.05. So we are currently trading at a level of 1.03, 53 something something. It's 1 point. Then we would shorten it, which is 1.03. We are currently at a level of 1.03 on Euro USD. So let's see, to we'll continue to go bullish to a level of 1.05. If we can't hit it this week, then within 2 weeks, we should I strongly believe we would actually hit the level. So we have within 2 weeks to actually take out a level of 1.05. If you can hit it in a week, then it is fine, no problem. If we can't, then within 2 weeks, we should be able to eat it. So, like I said again, watch out, prices at a level where we're very much likely to have a pullback. We saw price reacted here, right? We saw price dropped and reacted here. We saw price also reacted here. So strongly, guys, we are at this level. Do not be surprised if we have a pullback at this level, right? If price breaks above the level, then fine, there's no problem about it. Maybe if price can break above the level and price gets to a level of 1.05, then we should kind of see like a pullback to this level here where we're currently at. But I don't think price will make such a move. I believe as at we are currently right now, a pullback should be made, then a continuous bullish move on Euro USD. So this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, guys, watch out here. Price has reacted here. A pullback is coming anytime soon. We've had good amount of massive move, which is massive bullish move. A pullback should occur anytime soon. Do not be surprised. Do not be taken out of this trade that a pullback would occur anytime soon. And now that we are at the level price has reacted previously, price should be able to react at that same level again. So once again, bullish move, and you can see its price is above our moving average. So since price is still above our moving average, which is still guiding us, which is our 10-period moving average, we are still on a bullish move, except this price, kind of break further down and break below our 10-period moving average. Then we can consider to short. If not, we are still on a bullish move on Euro USD. That should take us on the 4 hour time frame. We would love to place our trade on the 4 hour time frame. So take a look at this 4 hour time frame. First of all, we would want to see the trend on this 4 hour time frame. What is the trend? Clearly, this is a bullish move. Assuming this trend was on a bearish move, the advice would be that just stay out of this trade. Do not place this trade, right? But clearly, we can see that this price is on a bullish move, so we are to go long. Secondly, the price is above our moving average, so still an indication that we are on a bullish move. So you can consider this in a 4 hour time frame. Here, impulse, comes the correction. Here, impulse, comes the correction, right? Let's see, impulse, correction. So you see another impulse move. So do not be surprised if you kind of have like a correction, then you can continue to go bullish. Above all, if you want to enter, if you want to go long on this trade, which would actually be going long, wait for a correction. That correction should give us kind of good amount of bearish move downward. Once it has given us that bearish move, then you can enter to go long on Euro USD. So Euro USD from our monthly time frame down to our 4 hour time frame, it says we are to go long for the week. Now let's see what this 1 hour time frame says. So still rallying up, by the way, so still on a bullish move. Now that will take us to the our GBP USD. So like I'll say it again, if you've not subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button so you get daily updates. Now we see this GBP USD. We actually predicted a bullish move, right? So you can go back to watch where we said that our GBP USD should actually make a bullish move. So if you take a look at it on this weekly time frame, you see it here. Take a look at this GBP to USD. You can see we had more than 500 pips. 500 pips was made in a week on this GBP USD. Can you see that amount of bullish move? And I also give you another reason why we would have a bullish move on GBP USD is that we also see there's kind of like an interest increase. I think the interest rates in Bank of England was at least what 2.7, was it 2.75 or 2 point something? Then it was now increased. Now that increase, it is currently at 3%. Let's see if it will actually go up further. So during that time, once there was an increase, I also predicted that GBP will actually give us that bullish move, right? And you can see this GBP USD we actually opened and closed bullish. Now let's take a look at this monthly time frame. So we would analyze the full trend. So GBP USD full trend, you can see that we are ranging on this GBP USD. You saw that price dropped to this support level, right? It drops to this level, then it bounce up, right? Drop to this same level again, bounce up and drop to the same level. So if you notice that this top level here, sorry, so if you notice that the level which is top, okay, so if you notice this level here which is top, yeah, we take it as our resistance level, right? Why this level below, we will take it as our support level. So anytime price drops this our support level, we tend to see it rise up to our resistance level, drop to our support level, rise up to our resistance level, and drop to our support level, right? So we clearly can see that this price has now, kind of, one time price kind of broke below the support level. And if we are following this channel consistently, we see how we predicted this bullish move backward. During that time, pound actually got to its lowest, points during that time. This is one of the reasons why we had this huge candlestick. So we also predicted that price should be able to give us that bullish move to come to test this previous support level, right? So if you are following it, we actually have this bullish move that came to our support level, and guess what? Price has even broken above it. So we are now on a kind of like a bullish move. Is this bullish move on GBP USD over? Definitely not. We still have some bullish moves to be made. So at least we should be able to grab, this week, 300 pips. I think so. 200, let's assume 200, 250 to 300 pips bullish move. We should, or bullish pips or pips upward, we should be able to grab this week. So that is it though. So we are now rallying up, right? If you take a look at this full trend, right, you see that this is kind of like a bearish move, right? We see that this GBP USD has been dropping. The reason is that we have seen that drop to our support level. Now that it has gotten to our support level, we would want to go bullish. Now, if you notice this moving average, that this price is below the 10 period moving average, right? So, but I think on the weekly time frame, the price is now above the moving average, and we all know the rules of trading that moving average. Once price is below it, we have to short it. So if it is above it, we have to go long. But during those period, throughout last 2 months, 3 months, if you're following this channel consistently, we have been below our moving average, and this is one of the reasons why we'll be shorting. Now we are now on a bullish move, so we have to go long. That should take us to the weekly time frame. Now, this is weekly time frame we want to place our trade on, right? The week that just passed, you can confirm that we actually had a bullish move on GBP USD, right? And we all know the rules of trading moving average is that once the price is below moving average, then we are to short, we are to sell. But if it is above our moving average, we are to go long, we are to buy. So clearly we can see that this price is now above our moving average, we are to go long. So if you take a look at this movement, you see it like an uptrend move. Here as an higher highs, here comes the correction, kind of like an higher lows. Here is the higher highs, right? Here comes the higher lows, and now a new higher highs has been made. You notice that this highs actually broke this previous highs. This new highs here, this new highs actually broke this previous highs. So still an indication that we are on an uptrend move. So let's see if this week price will be able to take out this level here, which I strongly believe price should be able to take out this week, right? You can see price, let's see, price will actually get to this level. Reason is that price has once reacted to this level, right? Sit here. We saw price drop to this level, right? The price kind of give us like a pullback which went bullish. Price broke below this level, right? Broke below it. The price gave us a pullback, tested this level, and now we've seen a drop. If you notice that this price is now rolling up, the next level where this GBP USD will get to is this level here, which is kind of like a level of 1.22. Currently, we are trading at a level of 1.18, something, like 1.18342 and blah, the number, but I would shorten it in this video. So we are currently trading at 1.18, right? So we would want to see this GBP USD for this week to actually at least get to a level of 1.22. So if you can't get it this week, where in 2 weeks time we should be able to get it within this week that we are predicting for, and the upper week, which we would also predict for, GBP USD should be able to take out this level, knock this level down before we kind of see a good amount of bearish move on GBP USD. So have that in mind, a good GBP USD needs to go up and get to a level of 1.22. Then maybe a good amount of bearish move will be made. Now, does that mean we will just kind of add that bullish move this week? Well, I don't think so, because we saw that price is at this level here. We saw that price has once rejected this level, right? We saw the price has once rejected this level, and now price is at this level. So do not be mistaken, or do not be surprised if you kind of have like a pullback here. Though it will not be much, just a little bit of a pullback will be made here, and price will continue to go bullish. Though this week the candlestick we just kind of show grain. Though just have it in mind that this week the candlestick will kind of just show grain. Though a pullback will occur, which it will occur on the daily time frame, it will be more visible on the daily time frame. But the weekly time frame, I don't think you'll be able to spot it. So that is it. Though have it in mind that kind of price should be able to react here. So well, above all, we are still on a bullish move. Price is above our moving average, 10 period moving average. So still an indication we are to go long on GBPUSD. So that should take us to the daily time frame. So if we notice this daily time frame, you can see this trend, impulse move, correction. Here comes the impulse move, right? Here is the correction. We also predicted that GBPUSD actually give us that bullish move to break this previous highs, and guess what? Price has broken this previous highs. So let's see if a pullback will occur. Because reason is that we saw that price once dropped to this level, right? We saw price pushes up. Once price kind of broke below this level a little bit, we kind of see like like a pullback, a little bit of a pullback price drop. Now that this price is at this level, let's see if we kind of have a little bit of a pullback level, not much though. Then price will now continue this good amount of bullish move to a level of 1.22. So at least we should be able to close higher grain this week that we are predicting for, but have it in mind a pullback should occur. Of course, once we're having an impulse move, right, uptrend move, we should have impulse move correction, like kind of like this movement. You see this impulse move, take a look at this correction, right? You see this impulse move, of course a correction to occur, then another impulse move should be made. That is how it will continue to be. Then a correction and impulse move again. Movement like that should be made on GBPUSD. So we are on a bullish move, by the way. So the second is this moving average here. You can see it's 10 period moving average. We all know the rules. Once the price is above the moving average, we are to go long. So clearly, as long as we are still above the moving average, guys, look for a way to go long. Do not try and short this price. Just go long. It will be a good thing for you. It will be the best thing for you to actually go long on GBPUSD. So GBPUSD, we are still aiming to go bullish. Now let's take a look at this 4-hour time frame, right? So what does this 4-hour time frame actually say? See the full trend, see the trend on this 4-hour time frame. Clearly, this is a bullish move. Notice on the weekly time frame, daily time frame, we would also want to go long, right? We want to go bullish. Now to place this trade, we would love to place it on the 4-hour time frame. Assuming this 4-hour time frame is on a bearish move, it is dropping, then the advice would be that just stay out of this trade, because if you would want to go long this week and the 4-hour time frame is kind of giving us like a lower lows, lower highs, it will be better for you to just stay out of this trade. You just watch it. Assuming it is giving us kind of like a lower lows, lower highs, like this kind of movements down here, or we are seeing like a lower lows, lower highs, like this kind of movements here. The thing would be that just stay out of this trade. The price kind of start rallying up, then you can enter to go long. So clearly you can see this higher highs, higher lows. So we have to go long. So you see here, impulse move. Here you can see it as a correction, impulse move, a pullback, right? Here comes the impulse move, a pullback or correction, not an impulse move. Now this price is at this level that I said that there's every possibility there will be a pullback, right? If you notice, I said it on the daily time frame. We saw that price reacted here, price came to this level, pushes up, right? So we saw its price kind of react here, right? So I want you guys to have it in mind that now that this price is at this same level here, we should expect kind of like a pullback. So maybe once the pullback has occurred, then you can enter to go long, right? So guys, watch out for it. A pullback should happen anytime soon on GBPUSD. So once that pullback has happened, then it will be a good setup to go long. So if you want to go long without the pullback occurring, then fine. Just have a wide stop loss by this, so so that your trade will not be taken out. But if you wait for a pullback to be made and you go long, then you'll be able to grab more pips, by the way, and you'll be able to have a good stop loss set, and you'll be able to make a lot on this GBPUSD. So 4-hour time frame, weekly to 4-hour time frame, we are on a bullish move, and this week we would expect to go bullish. Now lastly, let's take a look at this USD JPY. So on the monthly time frame, full trend, this is clearly on a bullish move. So let's take a look at this movement here. You can see full trend here, impulse move on USDJPY, kind of like a correction, impulse move. You can see a correction. Notice the correction occurred here. Price reacted here, push up, give us a correction, right? We saw price went up, then a correction at this level. So is this correction over this drop over where? I don't think so. If you take a look at the USD in news, you will see that the news is actually is not even helping. The news that has beginners has been making our USD or the DXY to actually go bearish. So one of the reasons why we still kind of we continue to have like a bearish move on USD JPY. Maybe if that JPY starts giving us a bearish move, then maybe price might not drop really further. But right now, the USD JPY is kind of the news is somehow, I don't even know how to say it. No, let's look at it though on the monthly time frame. We can see that this price is still above the moving average, right? This is one of the reasons why we have to go long. So now let's take a look at this weekly time frame. So what we would want to place this trade on the weekly time frame. So what do you see? Price is below the moving average. We want to know how to trade this moving average. Once the price is below our moving average, we have to short it, right? We have to sell. But if it is above it, we have to go long. So this week that just finished, you kind of have opened here and we kind of closed here. We kind of open and close bearish. So we had about, was not more than 500 pips. This is 800 pips. Like, I mean, USDJPY kind of give us 800 bearish move. Those who actually took this trade must have gathered a lot, right? So we kind of went bearish. So is this bearish move over? I don't think so. We've actually gotten to this level, right? I believe this USDJPY actually, the next level I would expect it to drop to is this level of 130. Currently, USDJPY is trading at a level of 138. So I would still say drop further down to a level of 130, except there's a good news on the USD pair, kind of good move. Then we might see a good move on USD JPY. But I want to also note that this week, right, would actually open and close bearish, but there would be a pullback within this week, which will kind of give us like a bullish move. We would go into that, sooner or later, though. So we will go into that later. So we see that price has reacted here, right? So of course, we kind of see price should be able to react by giving us kind of like a bullish move, which will serve as a pullback, then a continuous bearish move. Though that's will now take us to the daily time frame. So if you notice that price has once been ranging here, right? Not pay attention to this. You see that price has been ranging here. If you're following this channel consistently, you would have seen how we kind of range on this USDJPY. You saw price push on to this resistance, draw to this support, came to the resistance, draw to the support, came to the resistance. Price actually broke above the resistance level. Of course, we all predicted that price will come to the support level and the resistance level to test it. Price came to test the resistance level. Now, price now broke below it, came within this resistance and support level. Guess what again? It broke the support level, right? So I want you guys to notice that now that price has reacted here, right, and it is at this level, right? Price should be able to react at that same level, because once price has reacted to a level previously, price gets to a level again, price should be able to react at that same level again. So if price has reacted to a level previously and price has get to that same level again, price should be able to react again. So do not be surprised if you kind of have like a pullback. Now this pullback will come to test this previous support level. Notice that this was a previous support level, right? Once price drops to this support, it will bounce up. It will come to this support, it will bounce up. So now that price has broken below it, do not be surprised if this USDJPY give us like a pullback, which will be bullish to test it. Then what again? We will continue our bearish move on USDJPY. So have it in mind, USDJPY, strong possibility of probability. We will kind of see a pullback, then a continuous bearish move. It is not a must that once markets open, we kind of have a pullback. We might, we might, there's no, we might kind of have like a little bit of a drop before a pullback will occur. But if markets opens and pullback starts occurring, then fine, no problem. Have it in mind that pullback will occur. So maybe once the pullback has occurred, then you can now enter to short this your USD JPY. So above all, we are still on a bearish move. Take a look at this moving average. Price is still below our moving average, so we have to still short it. We have to sell. Now that will take us to the 4-hour time frame, right? From this weekly time frame downward to 4-hour time frame, we would want to short, we would want to sell. So what does this 4-hour time frame says? It says we are on a bearish move. Since we would want to short and we would want to sell, and this 4-hour time frame is bearish, then I think it is a good opportunity to actually short. So maybe if you can see it as a drop and we consider it as a pullback, right? You can see it as a drop, and maybe once price kind of give us a pullback at this level, then you can enter to short this USDJPY. So it is up to you. Maybe once a pullback has occurred, then you can enter and short this USDJPY. So that is up to you on how you place this trade. So USDJPY, we are still on a bearish move. So watch out for this week USDJPY bearish move.